迫る初夏地獄の軍団我ら狙う黒い影 Sorry, I'm so sad about Super Sentai ending. It's been one hell of a roller coaster of a weekend. But one thing you could say about Gojuju, at least the idol on that show wasn't trying to kill you just for being homies with their security guard.
No, the reason they're trying to kill you is because you know too much.
Yep. That is true.
Isn't it always with the nerd fandom, you know too much, you have to die.
Absolutely. Ain't it the way.
Although it does again, not a bad plan by the Batman.
Yeah.
Not a bad plan at all.
Very, very smart.
Very smart, but when when most of your combatants can be taken out by a not middle-aged, I guess middle-aged, a man who could literally tear trees apart and fight bears.
Yeah.
Numbers don't mean jack.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, they're all women.
Yeah.
Like the only one that I would believe would have had at least somewhat of a put up a fight would have been our enforcer Dummy Mommy. But even that, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even a supposed former women's world wrestling champion. Okay.
All right.
There is a little bit of a one-sided point here. But let us not say that equality is not the name of the game here, because Tojima, his hands are rated E for everyone.
Absolutely. No, I had so much fun experiencing just how E-rated his hands were.
He didn't care. He did not care. And
he sees cyborg Nazis, he kicks cyborg Nazis.
I have seen people talk about this episode online and how dare they do that? How could they? And I'm like, again, you all must be new.
Mm-hmm.
That you have not gotten the point that these are terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
This is an evil organization that is bent on world domination that was once part of the former Third Reich.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they don't mention it, it's like, okay, true fans of a Kamen Rider will tell you the truth of what Shocker really is. Not to mention the fact that the logo that they use,
Iron Eagle,
not the famous symbol, but that is one of the symbols that the former Third Reich did use.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks about the reverse Majin, and that's
Manji,
that's the most obvious one, but there are plenty other symbols that were used. You'd be surprised. It kind of blows my mind that even some trends now of kids trying to make their generation stick out. I'm like, do you realize what that is? Do you realize where that came from? Well, yeah, it's for our generation. No. Okay, fine, whatever. Get ready for everyone to look at you more weird than they already do. But yeah,
Right.
people are yes, they're women, but they're brainwashed. They're literally, they cannot help what they're doing. So Tojima, in a way, is actually trying to save them.
In his own Yusuke Urameshi kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah. God knows. Also, a little bit of a continuity. I don't know if this is an error on the production side, but we were being chased by the combat girls, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't one of them blonde?
Yeah. No, they were Powerpuff Girl colored.
Yeah. One had green hair, one was blonde, and the other one had the black hair.
Yeah.
And yet now it's only one has like the colored hair, and the rest of them have black.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the past episode and then compare it to this one, it's like, someone not get the color, the color patterns on this?
Yeah.
But yeah, why are we here and what are we talking about?
Yeah, we are here to discuss the 18th episode of Tojima Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider. I'll fight Shocker too. And it makes one wonder, what does that mean? Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah, in the title card you see, it's like their hair color is different and there's no blonde.
Yeah, let's replay that title card real quick. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
There is no blonde.
Yeah,
and also
brunette.
The shade of blue, what is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lighter blue.
Yeah.
Very weird. Don't know. Maybe these are different girls. I don't know. But last episode, we were being chased by the combat girls.
Specifically the 3 combat girls.
Yeah. So, what happened?
Well,
I don't know. Hopefully, they have a good orthodontist.
Yeah, especially the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, let's get the news out of the way. Super Sentai is done.
Yeah. We just spent 2 hours reviewing the final episode of Super Sentai. Check it out on our channel.
It is bittersweet that the Super Sentai series is gone. Mm-hmm. It's gone. We don't know for how long. They said it was a hiatus. We don't know how long those normally take. But for the time being, both Power Rangers and Super Sentai no longer exist in our world, only as a memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's bittersweet. It is going to feel rather strange. There was no handoff. It was just merely a walk into the shadows, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They have been doing events in Tokyo Dome and all around Japan for this event. And, well, we'll see what happens next week when Project Red finally makes its debut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But as always, there is so much to watch.
Yeah.
There's so much to see. If you have just started watching Super Sentai with number 1, there is another 49 years of media to consume.
And 48 seasons. In fact, combined, across 50 years, there's 2,457 episodes.
There is so much you can watch. And if you are an older person like ourselves, from 5-year gap between Zoo Ranger below and above.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's from season 10 up to 20. That would probably fall in the same vibes for you Mighty Morphin fans if you want to get the real deal of what that was about. For a younger person, again, Gokaiger is a nice place to start. Or even so, Q Ranger, a 5-year gap again. From that point below and above, there's so much to see. So it ain't it's not gone. It's still here. But nothing new will come about until they feel it's ready. There's still Kamen Rider. The Kamen Rider is not going anywhere. Ultraman, as far as I know, is not going anywhere. With Project Red, we might get reboots or even sequel series to past Metal Heroes. Apparently, some people have said that they want Jaspion to get a sequel series, maybe a third B fighter,
and not be and we're not talking about Kabutak.
Yeah, we're not talking about Kabutak. We're that God knows what they were thinking with Kabutak, but not a bad series if you're not trying to make it connected to the past two for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know why you say that for B Fighter and Kabuto and then Kabutak, and I'm like, that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but there's that Christmas movie where it's like where Kabutak gets those two action figures of Blue Beat and Gold Beat, and like they become the real versions. So then you have all three Kabuto themed metal heroes teaming up.
I don't get it. Again, that's like having stronger Kabuto and like and saying they're connected, that they're one and the same, or they're like a sequel series. No, it's not. They just happen to be based on the same species, just by looks, but nothing else. Yeah. So it is bittersweet. I know social media, I have posted a few goodbye videos, but it will come back one day. As of right now, just like with most giants, it is going to sleep. When it awakes, we'll see what it brings. But, all right. We move from the official to the unofficial.
Yeah, and so where we left off, our three security guard homies were being chased by the combat girls because they saw what Batman was doing. And the first place they decide to go to is literally their boss's apartment.
Because they have nowhere else to go. Where else were they going to go?
Yeah. And yeah, when he finds out that they want to kill him, he's like, quick, guys, pull in each of you and they use the Joestar secret technique.
Yeah. That was actually the question that I made last week about. So when the Yakuza boss does transform, which he does, what is going to happen? But since he's just a grunt, I don't think that his presence was going to change anything. It would have been a surprise if it did, but no. Surprisingly, they don't care that he's a shocker combatant like they are. No, don't care. Yeah, pretty much grab both cheeks, turn around, and run is the name of the game.
Yeah.
However,
just as they thought they got away, before he could do anything,
a middle-aged man shows up and drop kicks them
from out of nowhere.
Like, isn't it bad enough they're being chased by rabid otaku girls in cosplay? Now we got a fucking
who serve the cyborg Nazi army.
Yeah, like now we got some neat 40-year-old nerd that's pretending to be Superman to come in and blah blah blah. It's like, uh, yeah, it's really not their night. Really and honestly, it's not because, well, Tojima doesn't know who it is, and rightfully so. He shouldn't know who it is, but he does. He does get a feeling about wait, what? Yeah, uh, realizing that they're getting chased by the combatants, he actually does 3 rider punches and actually square in the face, right in their teeth. He knocks out a few for the Tooth Fairy. Again, I'm hoping these girls have a good orthodontist because they're gonna need some caps and fillers in their stack.
I love how it was just so fluid the way Tojima did it. He kicks the guy, turns around, and immediately uses his existing momentum to just swing around and hook one of the girls right in the, well, as Jackie Gleason would say it, pow, right in the kisser.
Yeah, so again, he just sees shocker combatants. That's it. He doesn't really. He's not one to again, it's like, oh, but they're women. Again, guy, girl. If someone was trying to kill you, does the gender really matter at this point?
Not really.
I really don't understand. I really don't get that, especially in these scenarios. Sometimes I see social media and I'm like, the person is trying to kill them. Like, literally, that's their MO. And you're here saying that is wrong for you to lay a helmet. Okay, go ahead and fine. Be a martyr. But I promise you, in a situation like that, man or woman, you would be doing everything and anything to get out of the rock in a hard place. Tell me I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
As for Tojima, it's really not that big of a deal or even that much to do this, because as we all know, while the Batman's plan is actually very well thought out, as dorky and as creepy as some people have stated it is, it's actually genius to go about the way he's doing it. The fact of the matter is that you're not really creating fighters.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really creating a force. You're pretty much multiplying the strength of a girl that could lift 25 pounds at most. Mm-hmm. Which that would be what? 50? Average speed is maybe 5 miles. You made her run to more to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Endurance is not that high, so yeah. Okay, the numbers over again. They're numbers. They're meant to infect the massive population. Then you get out the good ones. I get it. We get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So with knocking out the 3 girls, we wind up seeing that the Yakuza boss kind of reveals himself to Tojima and tells him that,
Yo, what's up? How you doing?
It's me. They were trying to kill us. And why? It's because, I don't know, they were chasing these. I'm trying to save my buddies. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, opening credits. And we cut to a scene with Mitsuba at the cafe.
Wait, so you're saying that Batman made the combat girls so they could use their idol influence to recruit new Shocker members? That's exactly what he told me. Huh. Wow, that's actually more clever than anything I've seen on the actual TV show.
That's actually something that they said on the show. No joke. Look it up. On the anime, they actually did say that.
Yeah.
But again, that was back in the 70s, and let's be honest. Well, you know what? People look back at the 90s and say, what were you guys on? How could you watch such things? And I'm like, because it was funny. We didn't care. We were the extreme generation. Everything flew out the window in the 90s.
Mhm.
Although it's very crazy now in the mid 20s that there's an appreciation for media from the 80s and 90s that is getting like beloved. I'm actually very surprised that younger people are actually now laughing instead of judging.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The reason I'm able to watch all the Elm Street movies right now is because honestly they're just silly.
No, yeah, they are silly. Like Elm Street, Friday the 13th, most of these big name killers, you kind of realize the first movie was good. Everything else afterwards was kind of silly, but it went there. Now again, wasn't a problem back then, might be a problem today, but now there's an appreciation for what it was actually doing. So
yeah,
it's kind of crazy how so quickly we flip, and it's not because no. It's because you are thinking as a person. What offends you, what doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's what it is to get older. You realize, why was I mad about that? Why was I upset? I don't know. Why were you? Made no sense to me. I found it funny. I found it hilarious. But it's pretty much you yourself. You grow. You grow. And we do see that here because Mitsuba, along with Tojima, we haven't seen these guys in a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been focusing a lot on the bad guys for the most part.
We've been focusing a lot of the side characters. So we get a rundown of like what's been happening and what's been going on. And it's like, especially with what happened with Ruriko, that she's not out of it, but she's kind of injured right now.
Mm-hmm.
As for, what are we going to do? What's going to happen is like, well, we took on the Spider-Man is the Spider-Man, but the Batman is more vicious than the Spider-Man, apparently. All right. So what do? We have to combine forces, guys. We got to come together. I'm like, yeah, surprisingly, they haven't done that.
Mm-hmm.
They've been attacked multiple times, but they were like, oh, it's because so-and-so led them to everyone else. Mm-hmm. It isn't that they like confronted the enemy. No. It just happened to be like a situationship that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, no, we gotta get serious. We can't be just randomly bumping into things. We must now be on the attack. We have to go offensively. Defensive ain't gonna do it now. So we are at the diner. So Eucharist is there serving coffee. Just like nonchalantly like doing her job.
Yeah.
Which bless her heart for doing so, but
it
kind of does ruin the momentum of like, we're trying to build a battle convoy to fight against the Batman, but you come in and offer us more decaf.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. No, that's how this show is. That's how it is. So we cut into another plot in this. So apparently the battle between Persona and the Spider-Man has still been going on. I don't really understand why. For some reason, we know the reason why now. We totally get it now. The Spider-Man is not at 100% anymore because he's kind of like he's confused.
He's basically sparring with dude from Persona.
Yeah, he's confused. It's like this shouldn't be a problem for me, and yet why is it a problem? I could easily take this guy out, but I'm having trouble doing that. Yeah, that is very strange. Why is that? It's pretty much Senna, but also the fact that the last episode that we had seen these two in, there was a level of respect that was gained. Not lost, not anything, of respect. So could it be that that also is slowly removing the brainwashing from the Spider-Man and nerfing his abilities? He's not in love with Senna. He cared for her. But also this guy who he kind of sees as a rival, but the rivalry is now turning into friendship.
Yeah.
We do also get a little bit of a side story about who he actually is as a person and how he managed to get in the situation that he was in. Because I was kind of asking that question 2 episodes ago. I'm like, wait, why are you starving? Why are you hungry? What happened? Apparently, he's a martial artist. Crazy. The guy who voiced Domon Kashu is a martial artist who pushes himself far beyond regular means. Doesn't help. He's also the Wind Hashira either. But
the Wind Hashira. Oh, is that Angry Killua?
Yeah.
Angry
but
Killua.
Apparently he fought in the Kumite, and that's a real thing. Apparently, you can go talk to Jean-Claude Van Damme will fight you to the death to say that thing.
Even Sean Kanan has a book called Enter the Kumite,
which apparently a lot of people have said it's bullshit. Take that for what you will. But yeah, apparently he entered, and that's it. He won, and that kind of just proved that there was no one else stronger than these back alley martial artists that had no rules, no honor, no nothing. Like this was supposed to be the best of the best, the bloodiest of sports, and he annihilated everyone. Because of that, he wandered. He had no purpose in his life. He had nothing. Until one day a crow decided to steal Senna's little Akazuki bun. From that, he winds up not falling in love with her, but more so getting the fiery passion back in his body. You know, he's gone not gold mode, but I guess like what was the beginning of the Shining Finger sword.
It's like he originally had like a red mode.
Yeah,
because he used his anger, but then he became gold because he used his pure passion.
Yeah, so that it's like that pretty much. He hasn't reached gold mode yet. He's still on the anger mode. He hasn't reached a Zen yet. So there might be more, especially I feel as though these two might actually become allies later on. It is setting up for something like that.
Yeah. After all, Senna is best girl.
As far as we know, we did get a text from the Yakuza boss telling Tojima, because Tojima offered them a place to stay and a place to hide for the time being. But again, just like most people, they're freeloaders. They actually ask for food and for cigarettes from Tojima because there's.
But you guys are Shocker, former Shocker.
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten to that yet because technically, he is still Shocker. He's still part of it. Yeah. So what winds up happening is the girls track down our Yakuza boys. They do. But it's like, how? How did you find us? There's no way. It's like, because you're Shocker, stupid. Yeah, if this is not in the show at all, but they did mention in the original series that a kaijin or a combatant actually does have a trekking unit.
Mm-hmm.
So even if one decides to leave or goes MIA, they will eventually find them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you could have just let them go, but you still, again, you didn't know. How are you supposed to know that? And it all boils down to, either or, man. Your Yakuza boys are gonna sacrifice themselves to save you. You gotta run. Shouldn't it be the other way around? It's you guys that gotta run, not him. However, he decides to run and bumps into Tojima. But because of that, we wind up bumping into our enforcer Damimami.
Yeah,
And
right.
we actually get a name. We actually get a name of her. She is Rika, formerly known as Thunder Rika, a professional women's wrestling champion.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they called her Thunder Rika before.
I don't
like in the episode she was introduced.
I don't recall, honestly, because maybe they have, but I don't recall ever them like saying the full title, or just made it seem like, oh, she's just known by that. Either or, she is not she's not one to be messed with. She kind of tells the rest of the girls to leave and leave this to me because I'm the enforcer, not you guys. You guys are just a bunch of new entries. So what the hell are you going to do? Which is a very good point. All we know is that our enforcer Damimami came to take out the Yakuza boss. Because apparently, I think his programming has not been, or has already been tampered. He's not a fully loyal supporter of Shocker, which kind of falls into the title of this episode. But still, before that, we do get a confrontation between Raiko and Tojima,
mm-hmm.
and it's a very impressive fight. It is a very impressive fight, honestly. For a combatant, you lasted longer than most do. But at the end of it all, one swift rider punch to the face and she's out.
Yeah.
Again, kind of falls
She's
under
like, a human did this to us?
Yeah. But it also kind of falls into that what happened an episode or two ago with the Yakuza boss saying that Tojima could never be a hero because he's not the real hero. Like everyone else here, Shocker combatants, they're all the real deal. They are real Shocker combatants. And so what is a poser like you gonna do? Well, apparently he's done a lot. So shove it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if he's not wearing the official gear or whatever. He's wearing a fucking face mask or whatever. He's being more true to the character than what you guys have been doing. What exactly are Shocker grunts? What are Shocker combatants? They're body bags. They're nothing, really. The kaijin are the ones that are the real deals, not the combatants. And a simple man, a fanboy of all things, has been taking out even the enforcers. What does that say?
I'll tell you what it says.
We just know that now, because of this action and because of the sacrifice of his friends, our Yakuza boss guy pretty much has renounced Shocker and says he wishes to fight against them as well.
Wow,
Because
that's a quick
of his
face
friends.
turn.
Because of his friends, pretty much. His friends sacrificed themselves to save him. Now he has to do the same.
You know what's interesting? Remember how how it's a big point that like love is what undoes the brainwashing? Maybe his love for his three goons was so strong he could never have been brainwashed in the first place.
Well, that's the thing, that love, a lot of people think love is physical. Love is just between the opposite sexes. No. Love is a wide spectrum of things. Love is you want to talk about spectrums. Love is the biggest of them all, because it's like, as a popular saying goes, love is more powerful than hate. Hate is just straightforward. Love, on the other hand, that covers all bases. Hate is just a simple emotion, which is that. And then, as they say,
in Greece, they believe there are 4 types of love: familial love, companion love, physical love, and then unconditional love.
The fact of the matter is that, as an old saying goes, if you travel a straight path, that's the worst case scenario you could do. Because straight lines don't exist. Technically, you look at a map, you look at the world, there is no such thing as a straight line. There are obstacles that must be overcome. Everything is an up, a down, a sideways, over and under. If you think that way, that's all you see, and your journey is going to be a lot longer, as opposed to someone who has a wider opening of themselves in the world, that they're like, no, there's other ways to get around this besides. And we just finish off the episode with a cameo from Inichi. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You don't know what happened to Ruriko. Okay.
Oh, so, and Batman shows up to the 3 grunts. It's like, if I go out, I want to go out like a member of Shocker's. Like, trust me, dude, you don't want to do that.
After the closing credits, we do get a little end credits scene where the boys are pretty much they just look beaten up. They look beaten to hell. They don't look dead. But saying that you would rather die as a Shocker grunt
means you know nothing.
Also, the fact, look at the creep who's hanging outside hearing you. Again, the Batman just lives up to his bullshit of indoctrination and bringing in the weak and slow-minded to his ranks. Again, large numbers to infect the populace, but in terms of like quality, not so much. But it turns out that we're going to be dealing with Inichi next week. So. Okay. Well, at least Tojima's going to be there, so maybe it won't be too bad.
Yeah, let's hope.
But that's it for episode 18 of I'll Fight Soccer
9.5.
Yeah, Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider, and this falls under a 9 because now the ball is moving. The stakes have been risen a little bit. Once enemies have become allies, and I want to see what happens to these 3. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Let's check the comments. Yakuza guy probably. Wait, you're telling me that the face-eating Shocker leopard kaijin going to eat my face? I thought they only did that to other people. You are the other people.
You are the other people.
Yeah. Episode 3, they straight up murdered a bunch of Shocker members just because They failed one time too many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But Yakuza, dude, like he didn't even have a chance to fail his first time.
He never did anything.
Yeah, and now he's already excommunicado. Isn't that interesting? Well, in any case, we hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon so you're notified for our latest videos. We discussed Tojima Tanzabar wants to be a Kamen Rider, Ultraman Cosmos, Kamen Rider Blade, Kamen Rider Zet. And yeah, we are done with Super Sentai for the foreseeable future. But join us next week as we discuss Project Red. And check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss all things movies, TV shows, vlogs, and interviews. We recently uploaded a vlog for Pasadena Comic Con and our interview with Charles Fletcher. Later this week, we will be uploading an interview involving a certain doctor that you're not thinking of, who helped bring about a scaly hero. And that's the only hint I'm going to give you for the time being. If you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at Robo Toy Fest on May 31st at the Burbank Marriott Convention Center and at Power Morphicon August 28th through the 30th, featuring Koichi and Motoko Sakamoto, Ken Kosugi, and the man, the myth, the legend himself, Alex Hartman, Jaden Shiba. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Check out our socials. We're on Instagram. And until next time, we hope you have a great rest of your week. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.